when I first saw Lila, I tell you, when I still see her, she has these little, she's so petite, you know, maybe because Jackson is a boy, they're so different personalities. And, you know, who knows? Maybe right now we all feel that Lila's kind of like a little princess, but babies, that's how they communicate. They cry, cry, cry. But when you have a baby that cries more than maybe your first, you get worried because you're like, okay, what's wrong? Like, what can I do? But she's got these little delicate hands and this little cute little nose, and she's just so much more petite, and she's just adorable, just adorable. I hope you get the sense and the feeling that I love doing this. I'm not sure why, but I really love doing this.
I love doing this.
And I think especially, what?
Turn your volume down on your phone. There's the echo.
Well, I don't hear anything.
There. Gone. Yes.
Okay. So anyway, I just really love doing this. I love getting some of your questions when we can read them and when I can get them. So you guys, thank you so very much.
Yes.
I kind of want to know who has watched this episode. I cannot believe it's the last episode, Little People, Big World, last episode of the season. You know,
how is that? It went so fast.
It did. And this is really the first time that I have watched all of the episodes, like,
That's
you know,
true.
when they aired. And it was a fun season. It was, you know, every season to me has been challenging and tough, but this was a really good season as well. And I'm so glad we ended the episode with the birth of my granddaughter, Lila Ray.
Beautiful.
You know?
Yeah.
And I've been doing a lot of shout outs this last couple of weeks, a lot of Mother's Day shout outs and everything. And, you know, I tell so many of them, I said, I think the best title that a woman can have is just being herself, but a woman can have, if they're able to have that in their life, is mom and grandmother. So I just feel very honored and very blessed that that I could be a mom to my 4 kids. And now I get to be a grandmother to all of them. So
the look on your face when you held Lila at the hospital, you were just like elated. It was so cool watching that. So cool.
And you know what? You have it, being a grandmother, you have a different worry because, you know, these are your kids, you know, your daughter-in-law and your kids having kids. And you're hoping everything goes okay. You can have a tremendous and wonderful, great pregnancy, but until the birth, I mean, who knows how many things could happen. And so we were shocked.
Yeah, speaking of that.
Yeah. We were shocked when she came early because nobody wants to go into an emergency C-section.
No.
And she remained calm. She's like, yeah.
She's a trooper.
My water broke. I'm like, what? Like, wait a minute, you got to go. And I'm sure the anxiety for Zach and Tori, because, you know, you're not expecting to go to the hospital. So of course you eat.
Right.
And, you know what? Cheers. I want to give everyone a cheers because this is like a little happy hour party because it was the season finale.
Oh yeah. We were going to do that.
Not Little People, Big World finale, just the season. Right. Mm-hmm. And guess what I made for myself? I have no idea, you know, because Chris isn't here.
What is that?
I don't want to tip it because it's all going to fall.
I'm bummed.
Well, I just made, with a glass of wine. I always have, no wonder I'm gaining the quarantine, God knows what.
Quarantine 15.
Because when I have wine, I have to have something to eat. So I got blueberries. I roasted some nuts. I love these twisted seasoned pretzels. Oh, the best.
Let me have some.
I know. Here you go. I have some zucchini, olives, radishes, and cheese. Anyway. And I do apologize ahead of time to everyone if I do eat in front of you. That is very rude, and I'm so sorry. But I'm just so happy to be here.
We talked about that. She'll try not to crunch in your ear.
But
I
wish I could have you all over here. Girlfriend time. But anyway, back to Tori and that. I can so relate to her. Oops, sorry. What were you doing?
Can we do this since I already did it?
What? Oh yeah. Hey, I have a shout out of a happy birthday because sometimes you guys give me shout outs, so I have one ahead of time. But happy birthday, Erin. I hope you have a fabulous day celebrating you. We so appreciate you and all that you do. So happy birthday, Erin.
39. Woo, to be 39.
Oh wow.
I know.
And so Tori, I can so relate to her about the second time around, especially when you're having a C-section, because all of my kids, I had C-section, going through the epidural, it's almost like your anxiety is heightened. Your awareness is heightened. Because the first time around, you're like, okay,
you don't know what to expect.
I guess this is what I'm supposed to do.
Right. You just do what they say.
And an epidural is scary. I mean, just knowing what it is, it's, man, there are definitely a lot of things going wrong because they're sticking this in your spine area.
It's like, like this long.
No, probably longer. I don't even want to know.
Yeah.
I get the willies even thinking about it. But she was a trooper. She was a trooper. And when I first saw Lila, I tell you, when I still see her, she has these she's so petite, maybe because Jackson is a boy. They're so different personalities. And, who knows? Maybe right now we all feel that Lila's kind of like a little princess, but babies, that's how they communicate. They cry, cry, cry. But when you have a baby that cries more than maybe your first, you get worried because you're like, okay, what's wrong? Like, what can I do? But she's got these little delicate hands and this little cute little nose, and she's just so much more petite, and she's just adorable,
Well, I like that you mentioned that in one of the scenes. Matt had mentioned that they were used to a professional baby. They were calling Jackson a professional baby because he just ate, slept, did his little business. And he was so calm. But Lila isn't going that route.
Not yet.
Not yet.
She hasn't gotten with the program quite yet.
We saw that at the end of the episode. She was the one crying, and
oh yeah,
Jackson was like, "What do I do here?"
And I tell you, when you have two, it's added blessings, but it's also added challenges. I really appreciate Zachary acknowledging just being the dad and just being so hands-on. You think you can handle it when you're in the hospital because you have all these people around. People are taking care of things, the nurses and everything. And when you come home, even with your second one, you're like, what do I do?
Yeah.
Like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
This is like work. I got a toddler running around, but I got to take care of Tori because she's not able to quite get out of bed yet, because when you have a C-section, that's like abdominal surgery. You have to wait a day or two or however long you do. But everything's going good now. They're all doing good. Lila's hanging in there. She's doing good. She's definitely had some of her challenges that we may get to see because of the whole quarantine thing. We were only able to complete this set of episodes. So we have, oh my gosh, we have 4 more episodes hanging around. And so we're trying to figure out when can we finish those up and add some more to them so we can create another season. And so who knows what the plans are, but I just know that we will be back to filming here when we can. So
are you doing any like home filming? I'm watching some of these other shows on TLC, and they're doing like the episode crisis at, with the virus. And are you doing some of that as well?
We are doing some self footage of, what we're doing during quarantine and everything. And those will probably air when the next season airs, because I'm not sure how they were able to do it. Or, I think it was Outdaughtered may have done some.
Yes,
and
I've seen that.
So they might have been having all of their season done, but just a wrap up, and they were able to do this in time before theirs air. Who knows?
Yeah.
But it's really kind of fun to see how so many people have scrambled and making adjustments during this whole quarantine.
I know. Look at American Idol and The Voice and the whole show. They were all done at home, and it was kind of nice to see a different side of things and being creative.
But I will say, my favorite show is The Voice.
Yes.
And the reason I love The Voice, and it may be pertaining a lot more to how I felt about me being a little person and growing up. The one reason I like The Voice over all the rest is because they don't see the person when they first come out. They really have to hear them.
Right.
And
It's
if
the
there's
value
something
of
that
their
they
voice.
really hear that's really good or has potential or whatever it may be, then they turn around. So to
Yes.
me, it's like, I don't know. I'm probably making it too personal. But even now, who I am, just me. And yes, I happen to be on a show, a celebrity. But even now, I still, like, when I walk into a strange place or a new place or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
you just don't know what people are thinking when they first see you, because that is the first thing, and it blocks anything else that they can think
Wow.
about you, or your potential, or your opportunity. Whether it's true or not is not really the point. It's what I think and what I perceive and
Yeah.
how to quickly overcome that, because I'm unsure what they're thinking. So with The Voice, it's like
There's none of
they
that.
heard something that was good.
Right.
They didn't look at someone and says, well, you got a great appearance, so your voice must be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Or you have a great appearance. Let's see if the voice complements that.
Right.
Where here,
Right.
if you have the voice, yeah, then they can, help them not look the part, but get into what they're doing, which is music
Mm-hmm.
and singing. Anyway,
Yeah.
that's a
And I
long
love
thing.
the judges this year too. Kelly Clarkson, she just is so personable. They're all really
Yeah.
personable
Yeah.
though. I mean, and they are
I love
thankful.
Blake though. I just
And
love
he
that
won again.
guy.
He won again.
Oh,
So
did he? I didn't see the finale.
I'm sorry. Well, I won't tell you who because he had 2 in it. So
Oh my gosh, he won?
yeah.
Oh, I thought for sure John Legend's.
No, it was close.
Excuse me. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, I cannot believe that.
Yeah.
I thought Kelly's person was great too.
Yes.
I thought John Legend's person and Nick Jonas and Blake
Nick Jonas.
could all be, the people that they had. That was going to be a tight race. I thought they were all fabulous. Oh my gosh,
Yes.
Blake won?
Yeah, so he's not going to let that go. Do you remember a time we were down in LA and we went to that famous pizza place on Hollywood Boulevard? Nick Jonas was sitting next to us.
Oh,
with
yeah.
his manager.
No,
That was funny.
I met the Jonas Brothers, all 3 of them, when the family, this was back in the day when Oprah still had her show. So I had an opportunity to meet Oprah. When you go on those talk shows, you just meet them for a minute. I mean, the whole thing goes by so quick. But I had an opportunity to meet all the Jonas Brothers, and they were great guys then. I met their parents, and so they were definitely much younger at the time. But no, good people, because they happened to be on Oprah's show at the same time that we were, and just really fun people. And and I think
And
we went down there some other time, and they were sitting at a table or
at
whatever
that
down the
pizza
road.
place.
So.
I can't remember the name of it, but it was like an old Hollywood pizza joint with Chianti bottles hanging from the ceiling and all sorts of old nostalgia. It was pretty cool.